Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm Kismawati with NPM 2341241 from Accounting Study Program. In this video, I will explain about financial markets and financial institutions. Financial markets are places or mechanisms that connect parties with surplus funds to those who need funds or deficit funds. These markets enable transactions of financial assets such as securities, bonds, stocks, foreign currencies, and other financial instruments. In an international context, financial markets play an important role in cross-border capital mobilization, reducing investment barriers, and increasing the efficiency of global fund allocation. Financial markets also function as a means of risk assessment and asset pricing based on supply and demand. Main functions of financial markets. Financial markets play an essential role in the economy, especially in supporting financial activities for companies and governments. Their main functions include: 1. Facilitating the transfer of funds from surplus units to deficit units for business expansion, investment activities, and development projects. 2. Determining financial asset price through transparent and competitive market processes. 3. Providing liquidity, allowing investors to easily buy or sell financial assets whenever needed. 4. Reducing financial risks through derivative instruments such as futures, forwards, options, and swaps. And 5. Supporting economic growth through productive financing that generate output and increase overall income. Types of financial markets. 1. Capital markets. Capital markets involve the trading of long-term securities such as stock and bonds. These markets help business and governments raise long-term funding to finance their operations and develop projects. Capital markets consist of the primary market, where new securities are issued, and the secondary market, where investors trade previously issued securities. 2. Money markets. Money markets deal with short-term debt instruments with maturities of less than 1 year, such as treasury bills, certificate of deposit, and commercial papers. These markets serve as a source of short-term funds for companies and governments to manage liquidity and working capital needs efficiently. 3. Foreign exchange markets. The foreign exchange market is where currencies are bought and sold. It enables international trade and investment by allowing participants to convert one currency into another. The forex market is considered the largest and most liquid financial market in the world. And 4. Derivative markets. Derivative markets involve financial contracts such as futures, options, and swaps. These instruments derive their value from underlying assets like stock, commodities, or interest rates. Derivatives are primarily used for hedging risks or for speculative purposes to gain profits from price fluctuations. Financial institutions are organizations that act as intermediaries between investors and parties who need funds. They provide access to financial services including savings, lending, investment, funds transfer, and risk management. In the international context, financial institutions also facilitate global financial transactions through international payment systems and cross-border regulatory networks. Rules and functions of financial institutions. Financial institutions have several strategic functions, namely: 1. Financial intermediation, channeling funds from saver to borrowers. 2. Risk management, providing risk protection services through insurance and hedging instruments. 3. Payment mechanism, acting as intermediaries in domestic and international payment systems. 4. Information provider, providing market information and reducing information asymmetry. And 5. Financial system stability, regulating, monitoring, and maintaining stable financial activities to prevent systematic risks. Types of financial institutions. 1. Commercial banks provide deposit, credit, and payment services for individuals, corporations, and other institutions. They play a major role in the monetary system by channeling funds from saver to borrowers, issuing loans, and supporting economic growth. Commercial banks are regulated to maintain liquidity, manage risk, and protect public funding. 2. Central banks act as the highest authority in a country's financial system. Their responsibilities include formulating and implementing monetary policy, controlling inflation, issuing currency, and maintaining financial system stability. Central banks also supervise financial institutions to ensure compliance with regulation and intervene during crises as a lender of last resort. 3. Insurance companies provide risk protection services by collecting premiums and offering compensation for specific losses. They help individuals and companies manage financial uncertainty related to health, life, property, accidents, and other risks. Insurance companies also act as large institutions investors by investing their collected premiums in financial markets. 4. Investment firms and asset managers manage investment portfolio on behalf of individuals and institutional clients. Their services include wealth management, mutual funds, pension, and securities trading. They allocate funds to various asset classes such as stock, bonds, and real estate to achieve returns based on investor objective and risk tolerance. These institutions promote market liquidity and capital allocation efficiency. 5. Finance companies provide specific financing services such as leasing, vehicle loans, consumer credit, and business equipment financing. Unlike commercial banks, they typically do not collect deposits but raise funds through insuring debt. Financial companies expand access to credit for consumers and businesses that might not qualify for traditional bank loans. And 6. International financial institutions include organizations such as the International Monetary Fund or IMF, World Bank, and Asian Development Bank or ADB, which support global financial stability and economic development. They provide funding assistance, technical support, and policy advice to member countries, especially those facing financial crises or requiring development programs. Relationship between financial markets and financial institutions. Financial markets and financial institutions have a symbiotic and independent relationship to create an efficient financial system. Financial institutions function as intermediaries that connect market participants with financial instruments available in the market. Without financial institutions, the public would find it difficult to participate directly in financial markets due to limited information, access, and analytical capabilities. Conversely, financial markets provide infrastructure that enables financial institutions to distribute their products and services such as credit, investment, and hedging. Financial markets need financial institutions to ensure smooth transaction, price stability, and sufficient liquidity. In an international context, this relationship becomes increasingly complex due to differences in cross-country regulations, exchange rates and global interest rate risks, cross-border capital mobility, and integration of international payment systems. Cooperation between financial markets and financial institutions becomes the foundation of global economic stability. When one experiences disruption, such as bank liquidity crisis, markets may experience major turmoil including price volatility, loss of investor confidence, and even global financing crisis. Relevance to international financial management. In the international context, understanding financial markets and financial institutions is very important for companies, governments, and investors because one financial transaction occurs across multiple jurisdictions with different exchange rate risks. Two international financing search are increasingly diverse, including Eurobonds and foreign direct investment or FDI. Three, investment decisions depend on global market conditions and international monetary policy. And four, multinational companies must understand regulations, interest rates, and capital markets in different countries. Thus, the ability to analyze financial market dynamics and financial institutions becomes a core competence in international financial management. So, it can be concluded that financial markets and financial institutions are two key elements within the global financial ecosystem. Financial markets provide a venue for the transaction of assets and efficient fund allocation, while financial institutions act as intermediaries that strengthen assets and financial system stability. Both work in an integrated manner to support economic growth, risk management, and international financing. Therefore, a deep understanding of their structure, functions, and interactions is very important in international financial management, especially in facing increasingly complex global economic dynamics. That's all for me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.